Here is your question. Right, so if you have read and understood, considering 8 communication skill station, kindly begin.
Hello, I am Dr. Khawar, one of the surgical candidate working in South Hospital. Are you consultant or call surgeon, Mr. Alex?
Yes, I'm Mr. Alex. Can you please summarize your case?
Hello, Mr. Alex. I am working with consultant, Mr. Alexander, who is dealing with which I want to discuss with you. That Mrs. Jenny, she is elderly lady, and she has the post-operative case of mastectomy, left mastectomy, and axillary swelling on post-op day. And I want to discuss this case with you. That she has the background as COPD and mild left ventricular failure, and also she has a shortness of breath. And after and she was operated, as I've told you, for breast cancer, and she wants to go home. Instead, I wasted 20 minutes to convince her to stay in the hospital, but she is not willing to stay in the hospital. So I inform you about this case.
Doctor, has the patient made the thing that a doctor bullied her into this?
I think take her to home, and she convinced her mother to go home. Otherwise, her mother wants to stay in the hospital.
Do you think the patient is sufficiently alert to make this decision?
Yes, I check her competence, and she is competent enough to take her decision. I have checked his capacity, mental capacity also.
Okay, so you mentioned that your patient has developed shortness of breath. What do you think the possible causes could be?
Post-operative, there are many causes. Either it is due to her previous COPD, COPD, or maybe due to embolism, due to deep venous thrombosis of the leg post-operatively. And these are the causes, and maybe heart problem. These are the many causes, and I am investigating what are the exact cause.
How would you go about managing this patient in the light of this shortness of breath that she's developed?
First of all, I will take the complete history and examination, and then I will proceed accordingly. I will investigate the case. I will perform the, I will check either she has leg swelling to exclude the deep venous thrombosis, and I will the duplex scan of the leg and chest X-ray, as well as I will check I will do the ECG and CT pulmonary angiogram, as well as I will check either it is the exacerbation of the PD. So I will exclude accordingly.
Okay. What about, you say that the drain, that she had a drain and that drained blood. What do you think this could be?
Yes, it may be due to reactionary hemorrhage because it is a post-operative day 2, and there is a axillary dissection of her breast cancer, lymph node removal, axillary lymph node removal. So it is due to bleeding. It is due to bleeding. I will investigate his arm swelling, axillary swelling, and I can investigate. I will check her hemoglobin level. Either it is going down, then I will proceed accordingly. And if it is more blood, then I will shift her to operation theater and ligate the bleeding point if it is more blood comes into the drain. IV fluids will be given.
How are you going? Okay, so what will you do if the daughter and the mother are still insisting on going home?
I will try to convince her, because her daughter is living 60 miles away from, far away from this hospital, and it is difficult for her to look after her mother, and she has also a working woman, and she has problem in the home with children. So I will try to convince her, but if it is not, if they are not agree, then I will ask the patient to sign a document, and I will tell her all the consequences of leaving the hospital.
And what would these consequences be?
Consequences may be bleeding, maybe breathing problem due to pulmonary embolism that can exacerbate, and maybe it cause death of the patient. And these are the complications, and heart problem. Then I will tell all these things to the patient.
Will you discharge the patient with
Yes.
the drain? How will they manage that drain in the house? What advice would you give?
I will contact with the GP, and he will visit her home.
Okay. Okay, doctor, so you could maybe summarize as to what you will do with.
Yes, I will summarize that. I want to summarize that the 78-year-old lady with post-operative mastectomy for breast carcinoma with axillary dissection is admitted in the hospital, and with the history of shortness of breath, COPD, and left ventricular failure, and she is not willing to live in the hospital and discharge. Want to go home. So I will sign a document, discharge against medical advice, after telling all the consequences she may face. And I will also tell her that if in case emergency she can contact us, I will leave my number to a nurse and they can contact me. And she will manage.
Thank you, doctor.
Home.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay.
30 seconds are still left. So was there anything missed?
I will write a letter to GP in which I will inform him or her that these are the problem with this patient, and he will manage this case at the home and do the frequent visits.
And who else would you involve?
I will inform social workers.
Social services, very good.
Service.
Because daughter herself, who's convincing the mother to leave, lives herself far away.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now that went good. Thank you.
Madam, all the conversation should be finished in 9 minutes. And
1 minute you'll get to read the question, and then you can say 9 minutes. But then entering and leaving also is included. So 8
minutes. 8 minutes.
Yes.
So if something left, then it is left. Then I cannot complete.
That's why you have to be really prepared. You have to write down all the points, because once you'll be before this station, you'll have 9 minutes of preparatory station in the preparatory bay. You'll be given 9 minutes and a file. You'll read the file, go through it, make your own points, and then you already know the question and you have to prepare your case. So bell will go after 9 minutes, you'll go in the next bay, and there'll be the telephone call with the consultant, and there you would have to present your case.
So it is better to left the minutes and complete early instead of not
You won't be
completing.
able to complete early. If you complete as a whole, then you'll consume all the time.
Yes.
If you
yes,
are well prepared and you have to attempt all the answers, all the questions, then you'll complete within the given time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Did you talk about COPD and
Yes,
how would
I
you-
talk
yes,
about the
Yes.
COPD.
yes,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am, he did.
right, good, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.